Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji, for wonderful Kirtan. Hare Krishna. Thank you, everyone, for coming. It's so good that we are having continuous one after another program. Senior devotees making sure that we do not get away. And thank you so much for coming this Thursday evening, this beautiful backyard of our Nitish Prabhu family. Such a beautiful backyard. Thank you, Mataji, for decorating so beautifully. And once again, we have His Grace Vraja Bihari Prabhuji with us. Hari Bol! Jai Jai! Thank you, Prabhuji. We are so very happy, excited. And Prabhuji does not need any introduction. Most of us already know this. I just see a couple of new faces. And of course, for my own purification, I would like to quickly introduce Prabhuji. Prabhuji is coming from Mumbai, Chopati temple. And actually, Prabhuji born in a very pious Madhva Sampradaya lineage. His grandfather was a pujari in the main Udupi temple. So, very pious family. Prabhuji is coming from. And materially also, Prabhuji did his bachelor's in finance. He was the topper, and then he did his master's in international finance. Again, he was university topper in that. Prabhuji did some time job, and then finally he decided to renounce this world and leave everything and just sacrifice all his material life to serve all the living entities and help them. And from last 25 years, Prabhuji is in the renounced order. He's helping devotees, giving seminars. Prabhuji has written more than 5 books, dozens and dozens of seminars and courses. And Prabhuji liked to give personal counseling also. So not just from Vyasasana, but Prabhuji liked to help devotees in their personal life, whatever challenges, issues they are going through. So that is something very special, because most devotees like to give classes, big seminars, but it's difficult for them to invest their time and energy for individual one. So thank you so much, Prabhuji, for taking all that effort and pain. And once again, very loudly we can chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and invite Prabhuji. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So today and tomorrow we are going to have a wonderful 2 days session, a seminar, and Prabhuji will tell more about this. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Thank you, Ishwar Gaurang Prabhu. You can increase the volume a little bit. Can you increase the volume a little bit? Thank you very much for your kind introduction. And Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Yes, thank you. Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So very, very grateful to you, Prabhu, for your kind words of introduction. I have very beautiful memories from my last visit. I did a gratitude workshop here. And I remember there was one lady, a Western lady, American lady. She had seen Jayapataka Maharaj in the airport and she had followed him and come to temple. She met me, then the different devotees spoke to me. Then we had prasadam with Premadhatri Mataji there. So I have very nice memories with all of you. Thank you. Today we'll be doing a very thought-provoking discussion, which is the basis of what Srila Prabhupada wanted us to understand. So I'll just chant a few prayers and then we'll start. So there are 2 parts to this workshop. We'll start with prayers. Om Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Yatkripatamaham Vande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanyam Ishwaram Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pavchatya Deshatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Yonta Pravishya Mama Vachamimam Prasuptan Sanjeevayata Kila Shakti Dhara Swadhamna Anyam Shahasta Charana Shravana Tvagadin Pranan Namo Bhagavate Purushaya Tubhyam Katanchana Smrte Yasmin Duskaram Sukaram Bhavet Vismrite Viparitam Sya Shri Chaitanya Namamitam. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Ishwar Gaurang Prabhu, thank you. All the devotees here at ISKCON Phoenix. There is a very important topic which Srila Prabhupada wanted us to understand, assimilate, internalize. There are 3 statements Srila Prabhupada would always make in his lectures, and every ISKCON devotee has heard it many times. I'm sure you also must have heard it. I'm going to repeat those 3 statements. But Srila Prabhupada did not want us to simply memorize these statements. He wanted us to experience.
We have 3 or 4 new devotees. I think they're coming first time.
Oh,
Just in case if you want to give.
oh, good, you told me. Okay.
They are the neighbors.
Oh, okay. Okay, there are first timers also. Fine. So, okay, I'll present it a little differently. So all of you know, we are part of which organization? ISKCON. It's a spiritual organization. So there are 3 very important statements or principles in ISKCON that we teach. And please know that our path, Bhakti Yoga, is not simply a path where you've seen we worship God, we love Krishna, but there is more to it than simple knowledge and these classes. You go to many churches, many mosques, many places of worship. They ask their people, do you believe in God? And everybody raises their hand. Sunday masses, they discuss, they shout. All of you should believe in God. Yes, we believe in God. Srila Prabhupada said, ISKCON, we are not teaching people to believe in God. Our goal is not that all of you should believe in God. What is our goal? We want you to experience God. There is a difference between believing in God and experiencing God. So today and tomorrow, I want to share some theory, some theoretical foundation based on which we can experience God. And then if you can get your paper and pen tomorrow, we'll do some exercises by which we can experience God also. So if you are coming tomorrow, please get some writing tool, writing resource. So, okay, how can we experience God? So there are 3 statements that we need to understand. First statement, Srila Prabhupada would often say this: I am not this body. Many of you must have heard this statement. I am not this body, Srila Prabhupada would say. Second, you may say, okay, if I am not this body, then what am I? Second statement, Srila Prabhupada said, I am a pure spirit soul, part and parcel of God or Krishna. This is the second statement. Third statement, Srila Prabhupada said, I have a loving relationship with God or Krishna. Have you heard all of this? 3 statements. Can you repeat after me? I will say, first statement, I am not this body.
I am not this body.
Second statement, I am a pure spirit soul, part and parcel of Krishna. Third statement, I have a loving relationship with Krishna. Now imagine we actually experience these 3 statements. Imagine we have a realization of these 3 statements. Then you don't need lot of convincing, right? Then you will experience, I am not this body. So let us explore each of these 3 statements. First, I am not this body. What are the different examples Srila Prabhupada would give to explain that this body is not me? Anybody knows? Car is different from the driver. All of you know this? The car is going, you know that the car is running because there is a driver inside. We put food in the car, we put petrol in the car, gas. But if the driver is hungry, we don't say, Hare, I have put extra petrol in the car, why don't you drink little bit? Or if you have fed dal, rice to the driver, and you can't tell the driver, Hare, aaj dal bach gaya, thoda gaadi mein dal do. Right? You can't say like that. Because driver's food is different, car food is different. Similarly, from morning to night, we are taking care of this body. Right? We wake up, we bathe, we dress, we decorate. Whatever we are doing is for this body. But there is a driver, the real I inside. He also has to be taken care. So therefore, Prabhupada gave this example. The second famous example Prabhupada gave to teach us how we are not this body. Anybody knows? Bird in the cage. So there is a beautiful golden cage, but the bird inside is being starved. And the lady, she is only polishing the cage. What will happen to the bird? The bird will become weak. Similarly, we are taking care of this body, but we are ignoring the soul. Third example Prabhupada gave, very famous. Anybody remembers? Goat and the man. One man was drowning in the river. Another man jumped in to save him. And what did he save? He saved the coat of the man. And he came outside and said, "I've saved the man, I've saved the man." Everybody said, "What did you save?" See here, I've saved. They said, "This is a coat. The man is different from the coat." Similarly, this is all what we are doing is external. The real I, soul, is inside this body. We are ignoring this soul. So this is very, very important for us to understand. I am not this body. Now, we say, many of us say for 20 years, 25 years we are in ISKCON, we say, I'm not the body. But we identify with the body only. If somebody says little bit bad things to us, insults us, we get angry. We say I'm not the body, but we live in the body consciousness only. Right? So therefore it is important we experience that I'm not this body. So to experience that, we have to zoom into this body. We have to unzip it. We have to go deeper into it and understand what exactly this body is. The soul, the I, is covered by different layers. So the Upanishads explain that we have to go, Taittiriya Upanishad, which is part of Yajurveda, very poetically explains how we have to go deeper and discover the soul. So today we will do little theory, tomorrow we will do practical. Because without understanding theory, you will not be able to practically experience these realizations. Okay? Please listen very, very carefully. So we all have this, all of us at some point of time we had this question, no? Who am I? What is God? What is life? Anybody had this question in life? What is death? Where will I go after death? These questions we have. So the Taittiriya Upanishad explains, you want to discover who you are? We will go inside a cave. There is a 5-layer cave. You go deep within that cave and in the end you will discover yourself. Come with me. I will take you inside the cave. Don't worry. Like that. See, Upanishads are very good teachers. Who is a good teacher? Good teacher will take you from the unknown to the known. No. Good teacher will take you from the known to the unknown. A good teacher will take you from near to far. So what we know, the teacher will explain that first. From there, the teacher will take us to something that we don't know. You know, Srila Prabhupada, famous example. You know, when Srila Prabhupada started ISKCON, he would speak about chanting Hare Krishna, experiencing joy. This is 1965. That was America was fighting Vietnam War. American government was forcing young men to join the war. And they had a draft board where young men would be forcibly drawn into the battle. Draft board. So when this young boy asked, Swamiji, you are saying we should go back to spiritual world. What is spiritual world like? Srila Prabhupada immediately said, spiritual world is a place where there are no draft boards. Because the boys could understand immediately. To make them understand, Prabhupada came to their level. Somebody said, when we chant Hare Krishna, what is the ecstasy we will feel? What is it like? That time these young hippies used to take drugs. And one of the most common drug was LSD. So Srila Prabhupada said, if you chant Hare Krishna, it is like an ocean of LSD. Everybody understood. So he would give examples from where they were to help them understand. See, before Prabhupada came to America, there is Atma, soul. For God, Paramatma we say in Hindi, Kannada, in Sanskrit. But In English, before Srila Prabhupada came to America, the word used for Paramatma was overseer, God, divine consciousness. These were the words used. When Srila Prabhupada came to America, he realized America, they are very impressed by Superman. America, that time, Superman was very famous. So Prabhupada said, oh, for man they have Superman. So for soul we will have super soul. So he introduced super soul. This was Srila Prabhupada's invention, term. So he was very much, a good teacher will hold your hand and speak to you something which you understand, and from there the teacher will take you to very complicated subject matter. So Taittiriya Upanishad will take you from very basic level, who am I? You will ask, who am I? The teacher will tell you something very basic, you will understand. Then finally the teacher will take you to a very complicated subject matter. That is where theory is important to understand. See, when Prabhupada came to America, the word consciousness was very famous. People used to say, divine consciousness, consciousness expansion. These are very popular terms. Divine consciousness, consciousness expansion. So Srila Prabhupada said, okay, he gave a new term, dovetailing the individual consciousness to supreme consciousness. And people said, wow, this is cool. They could relate to it. So like that, Srila Prabhupada was a genius. So who am I? You will ask. See, please understand, when somebody asks you, who are you? What do you say? You say, I am this. What you see, this is me. Very, very obvious. See, in Vedas, it is called Shaka Chandra Nyaya or Arundhati Nyaya. In India, when young girls used to get married, one ritual in the marriage was the girl would be taken on the wedding night and she had to see Arundhati star. So now she would not know there are so many stars, but she would not know what is Arundhati star. So the elders would say, okay, now stand here, dear girl, now look in the sky, okay. Do you see those 2 trees? Yes. You see in between the trees there are this cluster of 10 stars? Yes. On the right side, do you see 1 star? Yes. Then do you see a moon there next to it? Yes. And do you see behind the moon there are 2 stars? Yes. Do you see one on the right? Yes. That is Arundhati star. No, now I have seen Arundhati star. That is called Arundhati Nyaya. Means first what she saw? The tree. It is also called Shaka Chandra Nyaya. Shaka means branch, Chandra means moon. Seeing the moon between the trees. So child never know what is moon. So the parents say, do you see these 2 trees? Yes. Do you see the top branch of the tree? Yes. Do you see in between the branch there is something shining? Yes. That is moon. Similarly, people ask, who am I? What is God? Upanishad says, forget all that complicated. Simple. You are the body. Huh? I am the body. I can understand this body, right? All of us see the body. We can smell it. We can feel it. So the first thing Taittiriya Upanishad says, you are body. What you see, this is you. You are very happy to hear this. Yes, I am this body. Actually, 99% of people think I am body only. Only ISKCON. When you come to ISKCON, you become smart and you say, I am not the body. But even devotees, we say, I am not the body, but we act on the body only. After so many years, I am 25 years in the movement, but still, sometimes when I am stressed, I eat food. For me, eating food is stress buster. That means I am still on the bodily level only. So it's easy to say I am not the body. So the Upanishad says, no, you are the body only. Because 99% people think I am the body. One famous Italian actress, Sophia Loren, she was asked, you are so beautiful. What is the secret of your beauty? She said, pasta. I love. So she's fully conscious of body, food. And in Veda, this is called Annamaya. So the Upanishad says, you want to find out who you are? You are inside these 5 caves. The first cave you have to pass is Annamaya. Annamaya means this body. What you are seeing. Flesh, bone, skin. Anna means food. Maya means made up of. Annamaya, kosha matlab sheath. Talwar ko myan mein rakhte hain na. The sword is kept in a sheath. Similarly, the soul is inside somewhere, but the outermost covering for the soul is this body which you can see. This is called Annamaya. So who are you? Annamaya kosha. I am the body. And you are also happy, everybody is happy. I am the body. And the story ends there? No. Upanishad says, you are the body, but does the body change? What do you say? Body changes. Every 7 years, all the chemicals in the body go through complete change. Human brain, there's a book called Human Brain. So, John Pfeiffer, he's written this book. He speaks about how every 7 years, all the chemicals in the body change. That means you have a new body inside. All this. But still, you remember something from what you did when you were 7 years old, 5 years old. That means this body is changing, but you are not changing. Body is drishya, body is seen, but you are drishta. Body is vikari, body is changing, but you are avikari. Body is jada, matter, but you are chetan, you are conscious. One poet wrote, I was a young boy playing on the lap of my grandfather. Today I have my grandson playing on my lap. So much change has happened. Body has completely changed. But I am still the same. That means you are not the body. But we are all obsessed with, see, actually we love this body. See, imagine the most beautiful person you think. Beautiful hero, heroine, actor, actress that you think is the most beautiful person. Imagine that person you think is most beautiful, just 1 millimeter skin, this much, from top to bottom is peeled off. Just giving example. Just 1 millimeter, बस इतना सा. यहाँ से लेके नीचे तक सब निकाल दिया. जैसे you remove orange का छिलका. Imagine this chilka is removed. And that person is next to you. What will happen? What do you have to do? You will have to stand with a stick to drive away all the vultures and crows that will come to eat that flesh. That means all the attraction we have is for what? That skin. Prabhupada in Kunti's prayers, 1st canto 9th chapter, he says, this is skin disease. We are all attached to body, but body is useless. So Upanishad first says, you are the body. Then says, are you really the body? Body is changing. But you are not changing, right? Somewhere you know that you are the same person who saw this body change. See, when I was a young boy, like in India, we all young boys used to play cricket all the time. Children play cricket everywhere. So when the ball goes somewhere, so we used to say, if some elderly person got the ball, we used to say, uncle, ball de do. In India, we call all grown-up people as uncle. And women as auntie. They may not be your uncle, they may not be related to you, but wo training hai. Uncle, auntie. So uncle, ball de do. Like that we say. Give me the ball. So few years ago, I was going somewhere and children were playing cricket. So ball came to me. I picked up the ball and suddenly these children started shouting, uncle, ball de do. I said, uncle? Main uncle ho gaya? When did I become uncle? I gave the ball, but I kept thinking, when did this happen? Ye kya hua? Kaise hua? Kab hua? When did this happen? When did I become uncle? I never realized. I was playing cricket like those children. That means his body is changing. We don't even realize. So we are not the body. So the first cave we have passed. Right? First you are told you are the body. Then you are told you are not the body. Then who am I? Then the Upanishad says, go deeper. You will realize, Anyo Antaratma Pranamaya. Pranamaya means, see, inside the body, there is prana. Prana means life force. If you breathe slowly, you heard the breath in the microphone, it was amplified. But if you breathe slowly, inhale and exhale slowly, it's a whole class we can have on breathing. But breath is the gateway to prana. There is life force inside. See, how is the oxygen getting supplied to the blood? How is food getting converted to energy? All of that is happening inside because of life force, prana. It is also called ki in Chinese. All traditions talk about this energy inside. You feel hungry, you feel thirsty, tiredness. All that happens because of prana. Prana is very subtle. Compared to body can be seen, But prana cannot be seen, but prana is there. So the Upanishad says, you are that prana. Congratulations, we discovered who you are. You are saying, yes, I am prana. But then again, does the prana change? Yes. Is prana seen or is prana the seer? Prana is felt, prana is seen. Just like you don't say, no, you see the hand or the hand sees you. It's weird, no, if you say my hand is seeing me. You see the hand, you see the body. Similarly, you feel the prana. So prana is also drishya, you are drishta. Prana is vikari, you are avikari. Prana is also jada. Although it is subtle, it is better than body. It is less matter compared to body, but it is still jada. So you are not prana. Second cave also you pass. Then who am I? Anyo antaratma manomaya. You are the mind, you are the personality, you are the feelings, you are the thoughts, you are your needs. 99.9% of educated people in the world who are not Hare Krishna devotees, when you ask them who are you, they identify themselves with their personality. I am short-tempered, I am choleric, sanguine, phlegmatic, I am DISC model, anagram model. They identify themselves with their personality. 99% of people. So I always carry this with me. This helps me understand. Whenever I am confused or anything, I open these needs and cards feeling. I understand what I am feeling, what is my need. Because many times we identify with our feelings and needs so much that it becomes our personality. Like, I remember my father. My father and mother were so different. We were never afraid of mother. Because mother was very predictable. If she was angry, what she would do? She would just beat us. She would just get angry, she would just beat us. And we were 3 young boys at home. We used to create a ruckus. We used to play cricket. One day we broke the TV. Very rough, young boys. Mother used to get angry, she used to beat us. My father was very different. Father would, when he was very angry, would say, son, I am right now feeling extremely angry with you. When he would say that, we would start trembling. Because we don't know. The message sent was, I am in control of my anger. He was not expressing his anger. He was explaining his anger. So many times we are not able to separate ourselves from our feelings. Our feeling and everything is merged with our personality. So when you ask, most people think they are the personality only. Whatever they are feeling, whatever their need, they can't separate. So many people think I am this, whatever feeling I am having, that is me. So Upanishad says, you are that. But then again it says, go deeper. Are you able to see your needs? Are you able to see your feelings? Yes, I have this card. I can know what I am feeling. My father could know. Father was saying, I am feeling angry. That means it's not anger. We can know the fact that your personality is like this, that means you are not that personality. You are different from that personality because you know your personality. Personality is a word derived from the Greek word persona. It means mask. In the ancient Greece, they used to do drama. The actor used to keep a mask and he used to say dialogue. Then he used to take king's mask and he used to speak king's dialogue. Then beggar's mask. So that mask which we put is called persona, personality. So we have many desires. But those desires I am getting. I am not those desires. I am different from those desires. So I am not the personality also. Then who am I? Anyo antaratma vijnanamaya. Now we are going deeper. You are your intelligence. That sense of identity. That all of us in school, we did not know trigonometry. Then you came to 8th standard, you learnt tan theta is equal to sin theta by cos theta. Then after you came, now at the age of 50, I have again forgotten that. So we remember something, we forget something, we remember. Our intelligence also keeps changing. So, I am not the intelligence also. That means we are not intelligent. Who am I? Go deeper. Anyo antaratma anandamaya. You are bliss. You are the happiness. But happiness also. I experience happiness. That means happiness is separate from me. Anybody here experienced deep sleep? Anytime? Deep sleep means no dreams also. Anybody ever experienced dreamless sleep? I know people say, Prabhuji, I had such an amazing sleep last night. Total dreamless. I did not know. I did not think anything. I did not know anything. I was totally deep asleep. I tell them, Acha, you did not know anything? So Upanishad says that state where your intelligence was also shut. All the other things were shut. Body was not active. Nothing was, you are not knowing anything. So that space, that is you. Anandamaya. Complete bliss. But Upanishad says, but there was somebody or something that knows that you did not know anything. So how can that be you? Like we say, you deep asleep, then you wake up and say, प्रभु जी ऐसा नींद आया, मुझे समझ में नहीं आया क्या हुआ. अच्छा, समझ में नहीं आया क्या हुआ मतलब कुछ समझ में आया. मतलब you know that you did not know anything. So who is that person? That is you. You understanding what I am saying? Technical हो रहा है, but it is subtle. You are going deeper. You are going through the 5 caves. First it began with Shaka Chandra Nyaya. I am this body. You are not the body. You are prana. You are not the prana. You are mind. You are not the mind. You are intelligence. You are not the intelligence. You are bliss. When you eat chocolate ice cream, and you are eating that and the taste, you forget everything. Your intelligence is shut. Mind is shut. You are just enjoying. You are present. That is you. But that also you are able to express and explain. That means you are separate from that bliss. You are not the bliss body also. You will say, अच्छा ये पांचों नहीं हूँ मैं. ठीक है, then who am I? Now Upanishad keeps quiet. अरे बताओ मैं कौन हूँ? आपने बताया मैं क्या नहीं हूँ. You told me what I am not. Now tell me who I am. No. There is nothing to say who you are because you are not an object. You are the subject. See, if I say, tell me about the watch, I see the watch. But if you see the soul, that means you are somebody other than the soul. Do you understand what I am saying? So there is nothing to say. You are that soul. You are the person who is experiencing, who is existing, who is experiencing through these 5 sheets, 5 layers. So this is the I. So you want to experience this. See, when I say I am not the body, basically what are we saying? I am not this Annamaya, I am not Pranamaya, I am not Manomaya, and I am not Vijnanamaya, and I am not Anandamaya. But look at the practical reality, what happens. Prabhuji, I have headache. Have you ever told this? You have told somebody sometimes, I have headache. That means we are in bodily consciousness. Ideally, what we should be saying? My body, the head is paining. I am not the head. The Annamaya is disturbed. It is not. You have nothing to do with the head. You are separate from the head. Have you ever told this? I am feeling very, very tired. You don't feel tired. You are soul. You have nothing to do with tired. You should be saying, Prabhuji, my pranamaya is very tired. My pranamaya is disturbed. My life force is disturbed. But we don't say that. Why we don't say that? Because our identity is merged with that. Has anybody ever told here, I'm feeling very angry? I'm feeling very disturbed. Have you ever said, I'm feeling very disturbed? Ideally, what we should be saying? My mind is disturbed, Prabhuji. My mind is angry. You can never be angry. You are pure spirit soul. You have nothing to do with this body. But we say, I am sad. You are not sad. You will never be sad. You are pure spirit soul, part and parcel of God. But that mind which is covering the soul, the mind is sad. And have you ever, when your intelligence lacks information and you are not able to take a decision, what do you say? I am confused. You are never confused. You should be saying, my intelligence is confused. But we identify ourselves with our intelligence. That is why we think, I am confused. If somebody is, so like that, we are our sense of identity. So therefore, we are not these 5 layers. We are not this body. So how do we realize I am not this body? So start practicing awareness. Awareness means you separate yourself from your 5 sheaths every day for some time at least. Srila Prabhupada would say, old age, he said once, when his body was very sick and he was tired, he was 82 years old. He said, oh, what can I do? This is a Bengali body. He could immediately say that he could separate himself. So, like I'll tell you what happened. Today morning I was in Seattle. So morning I was writing my journal. And something happened in Mumbai. Some management decision was taken which I did not approve of. So in my journal, while writing my journal, I was in a space of little sadness. And I was also confused because of some voting that happened and I could not vote. Anyway, but I could write clearly in the journal that my mind is very sad. See, my identity may be merged with my mind, but still when I write, my mind is sad. I am separating myself from my mind sheath. Then I also wrote, my intelligence is confused by this division. So I am separating myself. So we should learn to practice awareness and separate ourselves from our 5 koshas, 5 sheaths. So this is the way there are 2 ways we realize I am not the body. First is by awareness, which we just now discussed. Second, more important, please take care of your sheaths. Take care of these 5 sheaths. Because then you will be stable. Like we say, I am not the body, but still we eat prasad. We take bath every day. You take care of the body, although you say you are not the body. So when you take care of the body, basically you should take care of these 5 things. You should take care of annamaya. How do you take care of this body? By eating properly prasad, healthy food. Intuitive eating should be practiced, not emotional eating. Which means whatever is good for the body we should eat, then we are healthy. Then the body will not give us trouble. That is one. Pranamaya. Life force also has to be taken care. How? By doing breathing. Sanatana Goswami writes about this in Hari Bhakti Vilas. The importance of devotees doing pranayam, breathing, relaxing, slowing down. Mind slows down. See, this mind is super fast. Very, very fast. Bapre. Very agitated. Today in the plane, the pilot announced, I think somebody announced, we are flying at some 800 miles per hour, something. I was thinking, wow, Earth is moving very fast in its own axis. You know that? What is the speed of Earth in its own axis? 72,000 miles or something per second. It's moving. And the sun is moving around the Earth is moving around the sun also few lakh kilometers per second. So you can imagine what the speed we are talking about. In its own axis, it is going very fast. Then around the sun, it is going very fast. And within that planet, there is an aeroplane which is going at 800 miles per hour. And inside that aeroplane, I am sitting and my mind is going faster than all of this. So much speed. So we are addicted to speed. Slow down. So when you breathe, relax, Andar prana becomes stable. Slow down. Aram se, shanti se. Then you can think clearly. See, when the prana is disturbed, now you become very insecure and you're always fighting. That is why sometimes even devotees may be fighting with each other. You may be feeling envious of each other. Insecure. Oh, he is appreciated so much. We are very scarcity mindset. That is because of prana being disturbed. Okay, I'll ask you a simple question. Has anybody ever experienced something like this? That you are walking on the street, suddenly car came from somewhere and the car swirled and turned and you had a close shave. So, hua hai na? Sometime? So what happened that time? You inhaled or you exhaled? Huh? Inhale, right? You know something? This is how you are living whole day. Many of us. As if a car is going to hit us. From morning to night, we are in that mood. If you're walking in the forest and suddenly lion comes, what will happen to your breath? You will inhale or exhale? Your sympathetic nervous system is activated. You want to fight and flight response. Right? That's what we will behave. But from morning to night, we are breathing like that only. As if there is a lion somewhere. As if some car is going to come and hit. We are not relaxed. But imagine your Guru Maharaj or somebody you really love comes and says, I am proud of you. You are such a nice devotee. Or somebody you really love comes and says, you are such a sweet person. I really like you. What do? Then you inhale or exhale. You feel so nice, relaxed, loved. Right? You exhale. When was the last time you actually exhaled? That means you never relaxed. You're always running, fighting, fearful. Our prana is disturbed. And we identify with the prana so much. That's why even as devotees, we are depressed. We need so many problems happen. So we need to slow down. So that's how we take care of Annamaya and Pranamaya. Manomaya, mind, Sheath, we take care by this kind of examples, what I said. Recognize what you are feeling, recognize what your need is and separate yourself from that. Journaling also helps. Tomorrow I'm going to teach you one technique by which you can actually feel Krishna's presence in your life. We will learn how to separate ourselves from the mind and connect with Krishna. So tomorrow all of you will get some writing tool. So that is for Manomaya. Vijnanamaya, how do we develop? Intelligence. By connecting to higher intelligence, by reading scriptures, by hearing this kind of satsang where we hear scriptures. Today I am speaking from Taittiriya Upanishad. Tomorrow I will speak from Katha Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita. So when we read all this, hear all this, our intelligence becomes sharp. Vijnanamaya, then our sense of discrimination becomes strong. We are able to remove confusions. Vijnanamaya becomes strong. And Anandamaya kosha becomes developed when we do selfless service. When we serve others, our Anandamaya develops. Because generally we only think of ourselves, right? But when we go beyond ourselves, we actually start experiencing happiness. So these are the two ways we realize I am not the body. Tomorrow we will discuss how to realize. What are the other two statements of Prabhupada? Okay, what is the first statement of Prabhupada we discussed? I am not the body. What is the second statement Prabhupada said? Okay, I will say, you repeat after me. I am a pure spirit soul, part and parcel of Krishna. And what is the third statement? I have a loving relationship with Krishna. Tomorrow we will explore these two statements. Today we have discussed how I am not this body. So we discussed what are the two ways we can realize I am not the body. Anybody remembers? We gave two solutions to realize that I am not the body. What is the first? Awareness. What is the second? Taking care of the 5 sheaths. What are the 5 sheaths? Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, and if you take care of these 5 sheaths, then you will be stable. And you separate yourself from these sheaths, then your sense of identity will be separated and you will be able to realize what Prabhupada is saying. I am not this body. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Any questions, comments? Yes, Anand Chaitanya? No, yes, Anand Chaitanya. You can speak loudly, I will repeat the question on the microphone.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Hare Krishna Vraja Bihari Prabhu, thank you for remembering me. And it's always beautiful to have you here. So when you mentioned that in the plane you had this confusion about, what is going on over there, and then this happened and that happened. So it is everywhere, as in like even in our community we face these issues. Every single person will, because you have these meetings and everything going on, everybody has different views and there are misunderstandings created. And then somebody will say this, you heard this, and then blah blah blah, the whole thing is a ruckus. So then in that situation, what is a person like, wow, how should the community respond? and what should they think, what should they feel, because it's just talking left, right, center, and that's why it becomes a real mess, because everybody knows everything what's going on. So it's a big issue. Yeah, that's why I, for my sake at least, because I also talk, so I don't want to do that.
So I am not understanding. Are you saying how do we ensure that individually and collectively, how we don't become party to gossip, politics, and just be grounded and sober and connected to Krishna? Is that?
That's the directive of saying, I just wanted to say it indirectly.
Okay. So my understanding is right? We are asking how to avoid. So we cannot change others. Individually, what we can do is, see, sometimes management, if you are part of the management, you have to do the needful. We have to take part in the meeting, we have to do discussion. But after the meeting, we have to focus more on Shravanam and Kirtanam and Seva. That is like deposit. See, in a bank, your deposit has to be more than your withdrawal. If your withdrawal is more than the deposit, it will be a big problem. Similarly, in relationships, emotional bank account, just like there is a personal bank account, there is emotional bank account. In relationship also, there has to be deposit should be more than withdrawal, which means kindness, love, service, giving affection. That has to be more. And sometimes you have to scold someone because of you are in management. Sometimes you have to take tough decision. So that is like withdrawal. Whenever you scold the person you love, that is withdrawal. But if you have made deposit enough, then you can withdraw. So our devotee's mistake is we don't put deposit in the emotional bank account. We keep withdrawing. So it becomes bad. Similarly, in your spiritual life, you have to ask, deposit is more or withdrawal is more? Deposit is hearing, chanting, service, glorifying devotees. All this is deposit. Withdrawal is hearing. So in management meeting, you have to hear, because institution means there will be issues. You have to manage issues. So sometimes you have to hear negative things. That is withdrawal. So if I attend a bad meeting, then next 2 days I just read, hear, chant more. Today I chanted extra, so many rounds, because I had to make up for that hearing blasphemy and negativity. But you can't run away also, because sometimes seva is there. So as part of seva, we have to do. But if you start enjoying criticizing, that is problem. If you enjoy listening to somebody's, sometimes we enjoy listening to other people's bad, somebody is going through some scandal. And we enjoy listening to it. We may not say anything. अरे मजा आ रहा है सुनने में. And then expert comment एक दो हम लोग बोल भी देंगे बीच में. That is dangerous. That is very dangerous. But if you are listening because you can't, that's a service. I remember I was very new in management many years ago. I was the secretary of our management and I have to hear so much because I'm the secretary. I have nothing to do with this. अरे मालूम है वो बहुत बड़ा स्कैंडल हो गया उधर मीरा रोड में. वो तिवारी साहब है ना, तिवारी साहब की पत्नी उसके साथ भाग गई शॉप के साथ. I don't know who is Tiwari. I don't know who is his wife. I don't know who is that shop. But I know somebody's wife ran away with somebody. What the hell I have to do with that? That's negative. I had to hear all of that. So Krishna, please help me. So it's not good to hear. But some people have to do that dirty job to maintain the institution, to protect everyone else. So that's why deposit and withdrawal dekhne ka. And second, you should not enjoy it. You should do it as a thankless task.
So Prabhu, like in Chopati, Maharaj invests in relationships and everything. So how do we ensure that we instill, in the community, maybe in myself, and how
you be the change that you want to see in others. You can't change others. You can't get others to, unless you are the main leader, you can't make changes. But you can you can play your part. There is circle of concern, there is circle of influence. Circle of concern means ऐसा बड़ा सा circle है, which is worry. Oh, why this is not happening? Why that is not happening? This should have happened. That is circle of concern. Circle of influence is what I can do. I can do this. I can appreciate him. I can give this feedback. So many of us, our circle of influence is very small, circle of concern is very big. That is why we are depressed and we are frustrated. If our circle of influence is bigger than our circle of concern, then eventually we will be able to contribute and make changes in the society. So you cannot change the society, you cannot change others. You be loyal to the absent. When somebody is talking to you, don't talk negative about somebody who is not present. That is called loyal to the absent. Let us say we are talking, both of us, and I suddenly start talking about Ishwar Gaurang Prabhu. मालूम है क्या Ishwar Gaurang Prabhu एकदम time pass आदमी है, नालसी है. ठीक है, I just say like this. I give so I tell you Ishwar Gaurang Prabhu is very lazy, you know. Now what I am doing? I am backbiting. Now you are practicing loyal to the absent means you have to imagine as if he is right there only. You have to imagine that as if he is standing right next to us. So will you speak like that? So you will immediately say, Prabhu, Ishwar Gaurang Prabhu is a very good devotee. There may be some challenges. We can discuss with him. You have to talk about him as if he is with you. That is called loyal to the absent. So if you practice loyal to the absent in this community, initially people will think he is not gossiping. Arey maja nahi aata iske saath. But eventually they will respect you because they will see that this fellow will not gossip about me also. Because you are not talking bad about others, they will see, oh, he is a very man of integrity. He never talks bad about anyone. That means he will not backbite about me also. So without you realizing, over a period of time, everybody will trust you. Although initially they may not be having fun with you, thinking that he doesn't gossip, he doesn't do politics, he doesn't enjoy talking bad about others. But eventually everybody will respect you, they'll come and reveal their heart to you because they know that this person can be trusted. So then you will be able to create that influence and change that you want to see in the community. So it begins with the self. The change that you want to see in the world begins with the self. Work on your circle of influence, not circle of concern. You know why many people get into depression? They do introspection and still get into depression. You know why? Because they do introspection wrong. They say, why this happened with me? Why everybody is like this? Why devotees do gossip? Why this happened with me? Why? Why question is very bad while doing introspection. You should ask what question. What is really meaningful for me? What is really important for me? What I can do now to bring positive change? Then you will go forward. When you ask why, you are in the past. Do you understand what I am saying? When you ask what, you are going future. जिंदगी समझना है तो पीछे देखो. जिंदगी जीना है तो आगे देखो. जिंदगी समझना है तो ठीक है, वाई पूछो, बट वो ज़्यादा समझ में नहीं आएगा. लाइफ बहुत कॉम्प्लिकेटेड है. तो व्हाट पूछो और जिंदगी आगे देखो, आगे बढ़ो. See, one boss and one devotee was not getting along with the boss. Prabhuji, why my boss is like that? Is this my karma? Last life I was her boss, so I harassed. Why, Prabhuji? Why is it happening like this? I said, forget why. What you can do to improve your relationship with her, with your boss, and win her trust, so that you get better performance appraisal. What I can do now? And when he started asking what, he got very good performance appraisal next quarter. One lady got cancer. Why this is happening with me? I am so sinful. What is really meaningful for me? She reversed her cancer. Why is important? Tomorrow we'll discuss. If you want to develop your Vijnanamaya kosha, we have to ask why, not how. See, there are 3 questions: how, why, and what. We should know when to ask which question. So, in a community, if you keep asking why, because whenever you see negative things, then you get into depression. You should ask what I can do now. Hare Krishna, Chaitanya Prabhu. Yes, Ishwar Gaurang Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, in continuation of a similar question, gossip is a different thing, but sometimes actually you are not able to make someone understand. There's some misunderstanding or there's some problem with someone. you're not able to understand with each other, or even trying to make him or her understand, but you're not getting the result which you're expecting. Then you have to reveal your heart with someone. You have to discuss with someone that this is the problem with this personality, what to do, what not to do, how we can move forward. So not with the intention of gossip, but you have to sometimes share the real concerns also with someone.
100%. I fully agree. That's why we need to have the trustworthy relationships. That is not gossip. See, the point is like this. See, gossip, when it becomes politics and gossip, when the intention is vicious, and when the intention is not to help, but to enjoy. But if there is a genuine desire to help, we have to share our heart. So I agree with you, Prabhu. See, that is why I'll tell you one more thing, very important. What you are saying now, these issues are inevitable if this is a community. There is a difference between community and club. Please ask yourself, ISKCON Phoenix. You are all part of ISKCON Phoenix. If this is a family or is this a club? Family or community? Is this a community or is this a club? Community means there will be conflicting emotions. You will be happy also, you will be sad also. Family means you are not always happy. There is love in the family, but it's not that you are ecstasy, right? How many of you are mothers here? All mothers, please raise your hand. Okay, one question to all mothers. Do you love your child? You are thinking, what Prabhuji stupid question you are asking. How mother will not love child? Okay, now second question. Is happiness the only emotion you experience with your child? Please say what are the different emotions you experience with your child. Please say. Sadness, anger, madness, frustration. Anybody experience frustration with their child? Yeah. See? And if I again ask you the question, do you love your child? Yes. So do you love ISKCON? If you ask me, do you love Krishna? Yes. So are you always happy? No, I am little frustrated also sometimes. That is community, no? That is family. It is a club when you think I have to be happy only. We come together for... See, when we are coming together only for festivals and events, that means it is a club. When we come together to support each other, help each other, care for each other, that is community. So you ask yourself, do you want to be part of a community or a club? If you want to be part of a community, a club, you will enjoy gossip, politics. But if you're part of a community, you may talk bad about someone, but with an intention to help. See, community means always there will be two contradictory emotions. There will never be only happiness. Just like family. Like that day, the people I'm very attached to in my preaching, I've like seen them since they were in first standard. They were born, I knew them. Now they're getting initiation. And my heart was so much joyful, I cannot tell you. And that day only, one boy whom I was preaching to, within 1 month he was diagnosed with blood cancer and he died. Gansham Krishna Prabhu, he died. And I'm handling both news. I'm happy. One of my close friends, his wife gave birth to a child, healthy child, daughter is born. So much happiness. This person got initiation, so much happiness. And this person died. These are conflicting emotions. This is what happens in a community. You can't say, I want only happiness. Then you are part of a club. You want only thrill, stimulation. There is difference between stimulation and satisfaction. Stable family lives give satisfaction. A fringe relationships, time pass, affairs, that gives stimulation. For satisfaction, you have to thoda pain. In a community, you have to thoda जहर मरने के लिए थोड़ा सा, जहर मरने के लिए थोड़ा सा, पर जिंदा रहने के लिए बहुत पीना पड़ता है. सो कम्युनिटी में रहना है तो आपको थोड़ा पीना पड़ेगा. Sometimes, you will see that I love this Prabhuji so much, he has misunderstood me. It is temporary, Baba. You don't take seriously. When you are dying, the same devotee will come and chant Hare Krishna for you. Some differences will be resolved. So right now we get irritated by small things. But when it really matters, these are the devotees who will chant for us. So,
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, one more question
Yes.
related to seminar. So I was reading in Bhagavatam some time back that when Brahmaji created this universe, he created living entities. So different ingredients, and one ingredient was ahankar. And the reason for that is so that Atma, the soul, identify itself with the body. Otherwise, he will not. So he created this problem, and then whole life we are doing a seminar to how to come out of this problem, to not identify with this body. I mean, the way he designed this body is that we identify ourselves with the body. Otherwise, we will not.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I agree with you. मेरा भी वही क्वेश्चन है. Once Sachinandan Maharaj was a young brahmachari. He asked Prabhupada, first meeting with Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, why did Krishna create this Maya? Ultimately, we are supposed to go back to Krishna. The problem create kiya. Why did Krishna create this Maya? And Prabhupada's answer shocked him and shook him and changed his life forever. When he asked, why did Krishna create Maya? We are suffering so much. Prabhupada said, Krishna did not create Maya. You created Maya. He didn't understand for some time, but after some time he understood that it is our desire to be separate from Krishna. So we have come here. And this has been he has facilitated this for our desire and attempt to be independent of the Lord. And then we get purified, we get kicked, and some of us come to Hare Krishna, we learn, and then we go back. And then we understand, I have to take care of the 5 koshas, but I can't be obsessed with this body. Basic, it's like hostel. How many of you studied in a hostel ever? College, right? So hostel, when you get the room, you get a room to stay, you need that basic comfort. But do you say, अरे अभी मेरा रूम मिल गया, अभी मैं इसको पूरा दीवार चेंज कर दूंगा, नया पेंट डाल दूंगा, do you change the whole room completely? You know that after 3 years of graduation you have to leave. So you need basic comfort, nice hostel room, but that is not your permanent house. Right? Similarly, in this material world, we need good body, good pranamaya, good manomaya. We need good facility to survive. But this is not a permanent. This is a college. We are supposed to graduate, educate, understand that real happiness is in the spiritual world. Degree leke nikal jao yahan se. So for that, यहाँ का part of that purification, learning, all this is there. Bhagavatam is there to teach us that Mithya Ahankar is there, ego is there. Yes. Hare Krishna. Yes, I'll give you. Take this. But take photo, I think. I'll also need it tomorrow. And I'll have to call you tomorrow if I... Yeah. And share. I've got one extra. If you can give it to me tomorrow, you can take it and give it to me tomorrow if you want. We have to take picture and share it with everyone. And see, this helps, it improves awareness. It helps me separate myself from my feeling. Like, one day I was feeling very lonely, very sad. So instead of just feeling, and what happens when you are sad? You do something stupid. But if you can separate yourself, I see what I'm feeling now. And some word will resonate. Oh, I'm feeling very troubled. I'm feeling confused. Confused and troubled. I'm feeling. Why I'm feeling? All the feelings we get is because of some need that we have. Then I turn the page. What is my need right now? I'm feeling uneasy and troubled because I need respect. I need acknowledgement. Because somebody insulted me. Somebody spoke harshly in the meeting. So, I needed respect. I needed acknowledgement. I didn't get that. And that need was not met. So I'm feeling troubled and uneasy. So now I have awareness. Now when I'm standing in front of Krishna, I know what to pray. I know how to pray. Sorry, I'll take it. So awareness helps. And then it helps you to understand life. It's not a big deal. That day, I was very sad because of something. Something is happening in my home front. My youngest brother is very sick. So I had to involve a lot of things. So I was very sad because of some things, development. So after the whole thing, I was sitting in the room in my ashram terrace. So one devotee came. Prabhuji, एक थोड़ा important काम है, आप आएंगे क्या मीटिंग के लिए? I said, नहीं यार, आज नहीं, अभी 2 दिन मेरे को थोड़ा रिकवरी के लिए. What happened? I'm a little sad. He said, sad? You are sad, Prabhuji, what happened? I said, no, I'm okay, I'm sad. No, but sad, see, but what we think in this world, if you are sad means something is wrong. People generally think if you are sad means you need help. So he said, Prabhuji, कुछ help चाहिए आपको, क्या करें? Well, I'm sad, but I'll be all right tomorrow, Baba, it's okay. Right now I'm sad. See, we are living in 2024. Our generation is horrible generation. This time, we are thinking goal of life is to be happy. Till few years back, our ancestors, their goal of life was not happiness. Their goal of life was to live some purpose-centered life, centered on family, some community, some vision. Happiness was a gift. Sometimes you are happy, sometimes you are not happy. Nowadays, you have to be happy all the time. Happiness is my birthright. If you are not happy, there is something wrong with you. Professional help lena. Hare, aap dukhi hai. No, I'm sad, but I'm okay. I told him, Prabhu, I'm sad, but I'm okay. Right now, I gave the example. You may be sad sometimes with your child, but you are okay. You are happy, you are fulfilled, you have a child. But life is... See, okay, I don't know how is the weather in Phoenix, but is it always summer? Sometimes there is rain. Sometimes there is winter. Sometimes. In like many places, in like London, for example, I go for a walk, 2-hour walk. I carry my monkey cap, I carry my summer cap, and I also carry raincoat ka cap. Because it can rain anytime, it can become cold anytime, it can suddenly become sunny anytime. So seasons change. Similarly, your mood also will change. Sometimes you are happy, sometimes you are sad, sometimes you are lonely. We want only happiness, it's like, I want only sun. ऐसा नहीं होता है. So we have to learn to accept all emotions. Why did I say this? I don't know. कहाँ चले गए? What is the discussion going on? I don't know. Yeah. Card. Basically, the awareness to know what you are going through is a very big asset. Otherwise, we will be happiness obsessed people. We don't know how to be sober. हम हमेशा खुशी चाहिए हमको खुशी. है ना? Nowadays, everybody is looking for happiness. It's unfortunate. There is no happiness. I don't know anybody who is happy. They present themselves, So why not be honest? Life is tough here. No?
Hare Krishna. Any other question? Hari Bol. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for a wonderful class. And this is so very important. Actually, I want to share something that why this is so important. I have this. I am not this body. I don't know how many times we have read this in Prabhupada books. How many hundreds and thousands of times. And we theoretically, of course, understand that, but it's so difficult to actually realize this. Sometime back, His Grace Badahari Prabhu, he was visiting us. So I was talking to him, and I asked him, Prabhuji, you have been doing Kirtan for last 50 years. So he's in 70s, and he's Prabhupada, very, very senior devotee. He does a Kirtan, and he's been doing this from last 50 years. So 50 years of intense seva, intense Kirtan, intense bhajan. He has given everything for the movement, for Prabhupada, for Krishna. So I asked him, Prabhuji, what is your realization? How do you feel after 50 years of such a sadhana? Then he thought for a second, and then he said, Prabhuji, I think I have a good realization now that I'm not this body.
Wow.
So at that time, I could understand that this is, we on the very first day and the first class of the ISKCON,
we are hearing
this. We are not this body. And we say, yeah, we are not this body. But we say we are not this body, but it took him 50 years of sadhana to actually realize that we are not this body. So that's how important this is.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Prabhuji. And this is very first step. Unless we don't understand this, we cannot move forward. So this is such an important thing you are taking care of.
I'm happy you liked it. Please get paper and pen tomorrow.
Yes. So tomorrow program is at Ruchi Prabhu's Nili Mataji home. Okay. And thank you Nishit Prabhuji for hosting today's program. And we have a brand new Prabhuji's book on the journey, the inner journey, finding a safe space amid chaos. So Prabhuji has written more than 5 books, and this is the latest book published by Prabhuji. I have very few copies here. Prabhuji, you want to just tell very quickly what is?
Basically, this is the most defining book that I have written. Whatever I have deeply realized, I put it in this book. See, we all go through our journey in our own life. For there is, what I am sharing here is I have something to share with the world. So, what I have, I put it here. So, I speak about 3. There are 3 spaces in our inner world where we can live. We are always thinking of sense gratification, or we are struggling, or we are in space of shelter. So how to live in the space of shelter? It'll take you 30 seconds. I'll just tell you. What is the heart space? That is one very important section of the book. Then why we should develop this heart space, and how to understand the 3 different houses inside: the house of pleasure, house of problem solving, and house of peace. So how to live differently, which house to live in, like that. Then the most important section, how to live in the heart space, baby steps to enter the heart space, how to move from human doing to human being, and how to breathe, how to connect with God slowly. Then there is a whole 20 pages chapter on journaling, practical benefits and techniques of journal writing. Then there is a chapter on how you can fool your mind, and what is surrender, and how to pray. There is a chapter on 6 steps of prayer. What are the 6 things we need to do when that activity becomes prayer? Then 3 principles of prayer. When we are praying, what we should remember, and how prayer can give us results. Then how we can be a soldier as a spiritualist and also a beggar. How we can play a double role. And finally, how our spiritual life is like that of a dog. How we can learn from a dog and practice spiritual life. So this is the book, Hare Krishna. This is published by Penguin, one of the world's top publishers. They liked the manuscript, so they immediately published it within 1 month. So I will be grateful. I have not brought many copies, I think. Just few copies are there. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Haribol.
Haribol. So we'll see you all tomorrow evening at Raskida Prabhuji's home. Oh, sorry. Nili Mataji and Naresh Prabhuji's home. And the day after tomorrow at the Raskida Prabhuji's home.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. So thank you once again. We should give a round of applause for Vraja Bihari Prabhu. Haribol! So on behalf of ISKCON Phoenix, Mataji is not in India, and even Shambhini Mataji is not here. So on behalf of ISKCON Phoenix, we really always desire that you are here, because I have heard your lectures personally and I'm always impressed. Your commitment to Srila Prabhupada and how you present him is amazing. That you can, if nobody has heard his lecture on initial struggles of Srila Prabhupada, if you hear it, you'll immediately get connected to Srila Prabhupada. Like we can understand how much he did for us. And because of him, when I heard it the first time, it's like, okay, this makes sense. You know, what Prabhupada has done is something amazing where the world has never seen it. So thank you, Prabhu, for such amazing lectures. All of his lectures are like that. And special thanks to Ruchi Mataji and Nishit Prabhu again for a wonderful program. I remember last year we were here, like Prabhuji said. And obviously Yashwaragoram Prabhu and Shijipya Mataji, who always invite Prabhuji, and they both are excited to always have him and host him. So again, we would like to thank Prabhu and welcome him to ISKCON Phoenix, and for more and more programs so that we all get nourished in our spiritual lives. Thank you. Haribol! Haribol! Haribol!
Thank you.
Mahaprasade Nasimati Gani Mahaprasade Govinde Mahaprasade Govinde Nama Brahmani Vaishnave Nama Brahmani Silpa Punyavatam Rajan Vishwasenaiva Jayate Vishwasenaiva Sharirat Vedajal Sharirat Vedajal Jadendriya Taheka जीवा पहले विशेषाग्रे जीवा पहले तार मध्य जीवाति तार मध्य जीवाति लोभ माया सुदमति लोभ माया ताके जीता कति न संसारे कृष्ण बड़ा दयामय कृष्ण बड़ा दयामय करी बारे जीवा जाए करी बारे स्वाप साधन दिलो भाई स्वाप साधन दिलो भाई सही अनमृत पाओ सही राधा कृष्ण गुण गाओ राधा कृष्ण गुण पेमिदा कोशि चैतन्य निताय पेमिदा कोशि जय निमाय जय निताय जय निमाय जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य जय श्री कृष्ण प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री अद्वैत शिव शादी गौर भक्त वृंदा शिव शादी गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे राम हरे राम हरे राम हरे राम राम हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे श्री श्री भगवत प्रसादम की जय हरे कृष्णा।